Hi, crafters and stampers. This is Katie Lay with Katie's Happy Stampers, and I'm here to bring you a fun fold Valentine's card using the Bee My Valentine set and the Bee Builder Punch and the Bee My Valentine paper. The papers have very pretty cute little designs on the front side. There's bees on that one and little hearts on the back. There's stripes and little flowers with all the different colors in it. There is the honey pots, and on this one looks like the little bee swirling and flying. This one has the cute little bees with a real cute floral pattern. This one has cute bees with the petal pink wings and red hearts, and I love the yellow gingham. And then this one is just some more little bees and this has got the honeycomb pattern. So these are the papers we're going to be using. And this is the inspiration for the card that I made. This is from my sister, Donna Cale. Thank her for that. She made this, and I saw it, and I really liked it. And it has a belly band, and you open it like this, and there's your card. It's a accordion Z-fold card. Okay, the things we're going to be needing is I've got my envelope ready to decorate an envelope, and then we are going to need our card base, which is 5.5 by 11, and you score that at 1 1/4, 4, and 6 3/4, and then you fold it like that, and like that. So that's going to be our accordion Z-fold, our base. Okay, then we need. Here's our petal pinks. We need several pieces of petal pink. And one more. You need 2 of these at 1 by 5 1/4. You need, this one's for the belly band, and it is 1 1/4 by 4. This is for the card base is 4 by 5 1/4 and 2.5 by 5 1/4. Those are the petal pink pieces that we need. Then for our designer series paper, or DSP, I used the little bees and the stripes. Those 2 pieces are 3/4 of an inch by 5. Then we have the little bee swirls like they're flying is 2 1/4 by 5. And the heart piece is 3 3/4 by 5. This is our belly band, and it is 1 1/2 by 10. Then I just used a scrap piece of vellum, and you can see I've already stamped my little wings on it because you can see I tried it and the ink didn't dry and I smeared it. So I stamped it ahead of time so that it would have time to dry, so that we're ready to go with that. And this is just what I used, just a scrap piece of vellum. Then I used the circle shapes, which are retired now, but you could use any circle punch or nested circle dies that you have, like the stylish shape dies are in right now. You can use those, and that's to put my little bee on. Then I need a scrap piece of white cardstock to do my stamping for my bees. And I don't know what I did with that, but I have more. Here's a scrap piece of cardstock for my bees. And that's all the supplies you're gonna need for now for this card. Okay, now let's get started. So the way I did mine is the belly band can wait till last, and this can wait. We're gonna need Daffodil Delight and Memento Black ink. And then we're gonna need some Sweet Sorbet ink for the little hearts that are on the inside of the card. I've already got all my stamps on blocks. Take that off. And we can start gluing. The way I like to do it, I'm gonna try to find my bone folder here. So I can give these a good crease here. You want them good and creased down so it stays down. And let's do just this one right here. Okay. So now I'm going to take and put my DSP pieces aside. And we're going to start with our petal pink. Okay. So I use liquid glue for mine because I'm a liquid glue girl. I like the freedom it gives me to be able to slide my pieces around if I don't get them quite straight the first time. So we'll turn this to the side so I can see better. And you're just gonna leave about a little inch, quarter of an inch space around. Then we're gonna go to this inside panel. And we're going to do the same thing. Okay. And wiggle it around, get it as straight as you can. Then we're going to take this piece and do our glue. And you can use whatever glue you like. We have the Seal and Seal Plus adhesive. The Seal Plus is very sticky. Or you could use tear and tape or glue dots, whichever you like. Okay, and this is where we're going to do our stamping and our writing for a message. So we're going to put this piece down this side. Okay. That's going to go right there. Okay, now we can start with our DSP papers. And we will start with our little bees here. And when you have directional paper, you want to make sure you got them going the right way. Little bees, see the little bees are flying upside down that way. So I got to turn it around so that they're flying up right side up. Okay. And then I like to move that to the side so I can see what I'm doing better. And get it as straight as you can. Okay. And then this inside panel is going to get this stripe piece, which has the little flowers on the back. Or you could use the little flower side too. That would be cute too. But I like the stripe. Okay. And we'll get that centered up and straight. Okay. Then we're going to do our little bee swirls that has the honey pots on the back. Or honey jars. Okay. And then our inside heart piece. Okay. And this one, and the little heart's going right side up. So center that up, and that goes right there. So now as we fold it up, this is what we've got. and open it like that, okay? Now we can do our stamping. We're all done with the glue for a minute. Anyway, okay. Now we can set this aside for now, and we will get our little scrap piece of white. And I can also show you one thing I do with my, when I have a punch, I like to make a template of the way the punch punches things out, so you can see that it matches like that. Well, I guess it's like that, okay? And so then I can take this and line it up here, and I can set my stamps right where, those little holes are, and then I wouldn't waste any cardstock. But for this project, I don't need to use that at this time, so we'll put that, and I keep it in my stamp case. So now we're gonna use our, I like to do the black first on the little bee body. And I've already got those all mounted on blocks. So I can see that that's gonna go in my punch like that. So I'm gonna stamp it like that. Okay. And there's my little bee body, and I got my Stampin' Chamois right off camera. And clean my stamps as I go. I'm gonna close that up for now. And then I'm gonna use my Daffodil Delight for the body. It's sticky. Making all kinds of racket with it for sure. And just line it up and stamp it down. Y'all need to realize I'm new at this, so give me patience here. Uh-oh, I messed it up, see? I didn't have, I need to use my Pierce mat. I should have used my Pierce mat. So let's try that again. The secret to Stampin' Up! Papers, it's got two sides. You just flip it over and we'll do it again. Okay, so let's get out our black again. And I'm gonna ink that up. Just tap, tap, tap. And ink it up. And stamp it down. Need that again later. So there's that. Now with photopolymer, you want to use this this cushion. It will help you to get a better stamp with your stamps. So let's see if I can get it right this time. And the good thing about photopolymers, you can see through them. So you can get it lined up and stamp it down. And give it good pressure for about 2 to 3 seconds. And bring it up. And that's much better. Okay. So let's close up that one. Okay, then we need our... We got a little face here to put on our bee. And we're gonna do that in black. There's our little face on our bee. It's so cute. And then we are going to need to punch this out. And I like to turn my punch over like this so that I can see where it's going. And I can line it up perfect. Well, maybe I need to cut a little off of that. And get my trimmer. It's a little too thick to go into my punch that way, which is okay. It's just easy to trim it off a little bit. I almost trimmed it off too much. Okay. And let's try this again. There we go. Line it up. And we punch. And there's our cute little bee. Okay. Now, I tend to like to do this once I get my little piece like that. Since this is a photopolymer stamp set, you can see to line it up with the little antenna. That's what that little heart is for. It gets the little antenna, and I like to do that ahead, or punch the heart first and then stamp the antenna so I get it in the right place. I don't know, hope you can see that. And there's my little antennas, okay? So then we can take our glue again and do just a little dot of glue down here at the bottom. These are hard to get a hold of. They're tiny pieces. Oop, too much glue. I'm gonna clean a little bit of that off. I'll have glue everywhere. Okay, and the antenna go just like that. And let that dry for a minute. Hold it. And then, like I said, I've got my little wings already stamped so that they had time to dry on the vellum. And what I do with my punch, here's my punch. And we're gonna line these up like this and punch the wings out. And that's gonna take a second to dry too, so I'm gonna put the glue on the vellum, because vellum is a smooth surface, so it takes it a little while for the glue to dry. So that's why I like to do this ahead. And see there, now I can lay that aside and let it dry while I'm doing my other stuff, okay? Okay, there's that. Now, we can get our inside of our card is gonna have, where's the other stuff? Here we go. That's the wings. Okay, the inside of the card is gonna say, "You'll always be the one for me." And I'm gonna stamp that in black. I am definitely a messy crafter. Oh my goodness, would you look what I just did? Okay, well, that's gonna have to be an embellishment. No, we'll just do this. We'll try to cover it up. Okay. Not too bad. I mean, it's not perfect, but that's the way it is with card making. Nothing is ever perfect. And then this is gonna be for the belly band. So y'all need to realize that this is, I'm new to all this, so it's not gonna ever be perfect for me. And then we can take, and the next step is going to be our little hearts. Where are they? Here they are, down here. And I'm gonna put one heart up here, like that. And then we will put 3 hearts right here. And maybe another little heart down here at the bottom. Okay, so get those cleaned off so that red doesn't stain them too awful bad. I don't think that looks too bad. Okay, it's just gonna be, it's for my husband, so he won't care where I sign it at. But if it was something that you were doing for somebody else, you'd want to do it better. But this is just for my husband, for our Valentine's. Okay, so that's got that part done. Now, we've got our pieces for our belly band. And this is gonna, if you were mailing this, you wouldn't want to use any dimensionals on the bee. So I'm not gonna use any dimensionals on the bee because it gets pretty thick. And with the postage, you don't want to have to pay extra for postage if you don't have to. So I've glued my 2 circles together, a white circle on the petal pink circle, and then I'm gonna glue my little bee down. Putting just a little bit of glue on the bee. So you could, like I said, you could pop him up with dimensionals if you wanted to. I'm not gonna today. So that's got that. And then we're gonna take our belly band piece and we are going to stamp in black. Where'd it go? Oh, right here. It's gonna say Happy Valentine's Day. And you want it over to this side. Because once you get your bee on there. Okay, so there's our Happy Valentine's Day. And the belly band. Okay, so now you want to take your belly band. I'm going to close this ink up before I get ink on something else that I don't need it on. We're going to take our belly band and we're going to take it, and you want to do it kind of loose so that it'll slide good. And see, I can get it to slide like that. So I'm going to take just a little bit of the liquid glue and I'm going to put it, I like to put it on this end right here and then a little bit on this end. That way I'm sure I got it in the right spots. And just kind of line it up like so and hold it for a sec. Let that glue dry. And see, it slides really easy. Okay, so then we're gonna take this pink piece. I'm gonna go ahead and take it off and work with it off the card. And see, I like to put my seam right there so that way when I put this piece on, it's gonna cover the seam, okay? Like so, okay? So I'm gonna glue this Happy Valentine's Day on here. Like that, okay? And then we're gonna glue our little bee on there. Put just a little bit of glue like that on the circle, or in the circle there, and we put that right like that. And like I said, if you wanted to use dimensionals, you could, but like I said, I'm just giving this one to my husband, so it will be just fine. And then this is you put the belly band back on there, and you can see it slides really, well, kind of easy. There we go. It's just getting it to move. And there's our finished card. I hope you like it. if you don't already have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I'd love to be your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. You can look at my blog at Katie's Happy Stampers at blogspot.com, or you can go to my Stampin' Up! Store and search for Katie Lay, and it will direct you to my store. And I will have all the measurements and the product numbers and everything on my blog. Like I said, that is Katie's Happy Stampers at blogspot.com. That is right here. Katie's Happy Stampers at blogspot.com. And my shop is katielay.stampinup.net. And you can email me at katieshappystampers@gmail.com. And I hope you enjoyed the video. And just remember, always, if it brings you joy, other people will find joy in it. And I definitely find joy in making these cards for y'all. And I hope that you'll join me again for my next video. We'll see you later. Thanks. Bye.